Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to my Football Manager channel. If you are brand new to the channel, thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be a subscriber and you'll smash that like button for me. If you're already a subscriber, as always, thanks for watching and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Now today, I'm bringing you one of my race videos. I did a few of these last year on FM19 and they went down really well. I had a lot of fun doing them. So I thought I'd do it again. And we're going to have a non-league race to the Premier League again, which is a bit of fun, and it's something, I don't know, I quite like doing these. So, I've picked 4 non-league teams, 2 from the Vanarama North and 2 from the Vanarama South. We've given them a better reputation, £400 million each, with the capability of earning at least 200 a year guaranteed. So they'll always have extra income as they race up through the leagues. Now last year when we did the non-league race to the Premier League, it was a race to the Premier League. This year we're going to take it one step further. It's a race to the Premier League title. So to win it, they've got to win the freaking title. It takes a few years, but we should have a lot of fun having a look into it. Now, from the South, I've just chosen a few teams. I chose Willstone because of that crazy guy you always see online. He's always kicking off. That's why. I chose Billericay because they're like a real tycoon takeover team. I think even when you play the game this year, I think they've got 9 million in the bank, which is right really. They've got a very rich owner. So they're representing the South. On the North, we've got Blythe Spartans. I love Blythe Spartans. Great name for a team. Great logo. And I've picked Curzon Ashton because they're a team local to where I live. And they have the Trinity statue outside Curzon Ashton. Check it out. It's a famous statue. Them 2 teams are going to be representing the North. Now, they've all got the same money. They've all got the same £200 million a year income as well. The only thing, I've not changed anything else. So I've not given them players. We've not improved the players, not improved the staff. I've not improved the facilities. So some are going to have better facilities than others. So it'll be interesting over the years that they put the money in the squad. Are they going to start building stadiums, building facilities? Some teams might have an advantage. Billericay, I think I'd have an advantage. Now, like I always say with these videos, why don't you join in and have a bit of fun? Test yourself, right? Have a bet with yourself. In the comments right now, before you watch any more, put who you think will win, right? I'll tell you who I think. I think it's Billericay because they've got an advantage. They've probably already got better players than the other teams. So, my money's on them. But you never know with Football Manager, do you? So, write down in the comments below. Let me know who you think is going to win. And then we'll crack on with the video. Right. Shall we get into it? First up, we're on the Vanarama National League North. And you'll see at the top, the 2 favourite teams are Blythe and Curzon. Now, in the editor, you have to give him a high reputation or you can't give him any money. If you really want to give him a good few hundred million as well for doing something silly like this video, you have to give him a sugar daddy owner as well. So I've given all 4 teams the reputation of about 8,000, when normally they should have about 2 or 3. So they're like a top 10 Premier League team. If you think of maybe in Manchester City or Real Madrid, they're about 9,500. So 8,000 is like a top half Premier League team. So it should help them getting better players at this level. And then going forward, they should grow and grow and grow. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to jump forward maybe 5 years, then 10 years, and we'll have a look at who's going up. Some team might not. One team might fly and take the lead. But it's all about winning the title. Now, I have holidayed into the future, and we do have a winner. It's interesting. First, we'll start off. This is Curzon Ashton. Team local to me. They play in blue. At the start of the game, they've got John Flanagan as the manager. They play at the Tameside Stadium. It's got 4,200 capacity, grass pitch. Founded in 1963. They used to play at an old stadium, but it's a housing estate now. And they play at quite a small, modern stadium. They're punching above the weight a lot. One of my best friends, his brother, Sam Walker, who actually plays for Stockport now. He's played for Salford and Halifax. Played for Curzon for a long, long time while they were climbing up through the league. So they're probably the smallest team, well, definitely one of the smallest teams in this race. Next up is Blythe Spartans. They play in green and white stripes. They play at Croft Park. Got a capacity of about 4,500. Great name, great logo. They look like they've been up and down over the years. Alan Armstrong is the manager at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Founded in 1899 as well. It's going to be interesting, man, because if they all go up, especially if they all go up to the national, then they all go up again. Not everyone can go up, can they? Some are going to end up behind and playing catch up. Here we are with the Vanarama National League South, and again you'll see at the top Billericay and Wealdstone. They've got the same reputation points as the other two teams in the north. But again, like I said, they could all go up into the National League. But after that, it's one league, isn't it? So some teams are going to start lagging. And we'll look at Wealdstone first. They play at Grosvenor Vale, great name, the stadium. They've got probably the smallest stadium so far, 3,200 capacity. Bobby Wilkinson is the manager. Founded in 1899, a great year. And yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know how well these guys will do. I don't know why, but I feel like these are going to be the worst team. On to Billericay, probably everybody's favourites, managed by Dean Brennan. Didn't the chairman used to be the manager as well? I don't know if that's still true, I've not looked into it. They play the new lodge, 5,000 capacity in Billericay, a team that's flying through the league. It's had some great players playing for him. Well, ex-players, because he's just pumping money in. I think he's a steel magnate, is he? Got a load worth like 50 million. So fair play, he's having a bit of fun. And Billericay Town are his new toy. So let's crack into it. We're going to jump forward 5 years and see where everybody's at. So let's go through the teams in the same order as we did. So we'll start off with Curzon Ashton, who after 5 years are now in the Sky Bet Championship. They've got Dean Keats as the manager. They still play at the same size stadium, although it's got a bit bigger. A few extra seats right there. Let's have a look. So we start off in the north, don't we? So they came second. Interesting. Went up to the National League, won that. Went to League 2, won that. Went to League 1, won that. So apart from that first season, they've won the division every year since, and they now find themselves in the Championship, or their first season in the Championship. That's well interesting. What kind of players have they brought in? Now let's go through this quickly. We'll have a look at the players they've brought in. Can't go through them individually. It'd take forever, wouldn't it? So, yeah, the first season, they brought in quite a lot. Don't know if they've actually spent any money. The next year, they definitely spent money, but it doesn't tell me how much for some reason. I know my head's in the way, but it's not telling me how much. But yeah, wow, look at that. That's some crazy amount of numbers, that, isn't it? The next season, again, now, it's not giving me a total for some reason. But they're starting to spend money now. They've bought this fella, if you can see him, for freaking 10 million. They bought Stuart Dallas from Wealdstone, weirdly, for 11 million. So they're starting to spend a bit of money. The next season, again, it's spending money, but not maybe as much. Let's have a look. Next year, again, now started. Oh, look at that. Juan Hernandez from Watford. Juan Hernandez, 24 years old, spent big money on him. That's not bad, is it? And then this year so far, they've not spent any. So, I think that's going to be the same for all the teams, isn't it? On to Blythe Spartans, the other northern team. They're in the League 1, right? And they've got Gus Poyet as their manager. They play at Croft Park. I think the capacity's gone up a bit. So let's have a look. National League North, they won it. Well, obviously, I think we knew that from Curzon coming second. Then they came second in the National. Then the playoffs, innit? Only one team goes up, I think. So they would have gone into the playoffs, didn't do it. Next year they did do it and they won it. And then they're going to League 2 and they've won it. So this is their first year in League 1. So like I said, teams will go ahead. Some teams will step back. Blythe obviously step back. Quickly go through the transfers again. It's the same kind of thing, same pattern. Look, quite a few the first year. The next year, an absolute crap ton, start spending some money. The next year again, start spending some money, but not massive fees. And then last year, was that last year? No, see. Again, it's the same kind of pattern. I mean, we could go through them all, but it'd take forever. I just want to see the race. I want to see how far they're getting. And it's when they get up to the top and they start getting maybe some top players. That'll be interesting. Over to the southern teams, and we'll start off with Wealdstone. They're in the Championship. So that's super interesting, really. Gary Rowett is the manager. Now, they won the South. Then they came third in the National, but must have won the playoff then. Because then in League 2, they came second. That's got them promoted. League 1, second. So then they're nearly men. They're a bridesmaid, aren't they? And now they find themselves at their first season in the Championship. So well done to them. Capacity's gone up. I mean, if any of these guys get to the Premier League, they're going to have to build new stadiums, aren't they? Because all these stadiums are way too small for the Premier League. So that'll be cool when that happens. Let's go on to the transfers. First year, same thing. Big group of players on a free. The next year, not as many as the other two. And didn't spend as much either, so fair play. The year after that, though, they spent something like 40 million quid. I mean, what have they spent 40 million quid on? I am not sure, but apparently they spent 40 million quid. Wow. And then the year after that, they spent 6. And now they spent 44 again. Blimey, Charlie. I mean, Hamza Chowdhury from Reading. He's got the best hair, hasn't he? He's got awesome hair. Right, over to Billericay, and they're also in the Championship. So that's 3 teams in the Championship. So they must have done the playoffs. They must have. So we start off here. They came second in the South. Went up to the National and won it. How? Am I missing something? League 2 won it. League 1 won it. Ah, right. Now, I've kind of mixed up. I think I went too far with Curzon. I think Billericay were ahead. It must have been. Because I was wondering how they've got in the Championship as well, right? Because they won the South. They won that. They won League 2. They won League 1. So obviously they couldn't have done that together. And then last year they came 3rd. So this is their 2nd year in the Championship. They nearly went straight up to the Premier League. Jeez. So yeah, probably everybody's favourites. Wow. So wow. So that must have mean they lost the playoffs then. So they're the team that was in the lead. I'd say Curzon was 2nd. And then you've got Wealdstone, and then Blythe Spartans are lagging at the back at the minute. It's all about winning the Premier League, and these teams are all still way off from that. Now, on to their transfers, and again, same thing. I mean, loads of players. Let's have a look. 2nd year, loads of players. They spent 30 million that year. Bloody hell. Scott Wharton from Blackburn, they bought him for 30.5 million. Next year, they didn't spend as much. Then they spent 41 million. Blimey. 30 million, no wonder. And now 16 million. So, they've spent big. But that's what this club's all about, isn't it? So we have one team in Sky Bet League 1, that's Blythe Spartans, but they are favourites to go up. I'd be interested to see if they do. And in the Championship, we've got 3 teams. Billericay are 2nd favourites to go up. We've got Wealdstone in 6th and Curzon in 11th. Still looking like odds on money for Billericay to win it. Now, we could go another 5 years, or we could just go to the end. And we'll have a look at who won the race. So we'll have a look at the worst team and we'll work our way to the winner. And then we'll have maybe a look at some of their key players, see if they've got any world-class players. See if they've won any other trophies as well. But yeah, let's see if you guess right. Well, here we are, and would you believe it? The team in last position is a team that I thought, and probably most of you thought, were going to win it. Billericay Town are in the Championship, and they are skint. They've probably not gone about things the right way. So, I think we left them about there, didn't we? They stayed in the Championship. So they nearly got to the Premier League that first season, and they've struggled. And never, ever, 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 ever made it to the Premier League. They even went down to League 1. And now they're back in the freaking wow. So they've never got to the Premier League. That's funny, that. Not because I don't like Billericay, I just think it's crazy how they went flying. And look, yeah, easy, nailed on, winner, and then didn't even make it to the Premier League. And they've even been relegated and come back up. I mean, the stadium's a lot bigger. They've got a random manager. Some old player from City, I think. That's insane. He's their best player as well, David Evans. So, he's a regen, obviously. But I'm just surprised. Really am surprised. I didn't expect these to be rock bottom last. Now, in 3rd place, we are with Curzon Ashton, the team local to me, managed by Jack Salkeld. Personally, I've never heard of it. Now, they've got a new stadium, the Mike Norton Stadium, 14,000 capacity, so fair play. Now, when we left them, they're in the Championship. Now, they stayed in the Championship for a couple of seasons, got up to the Premier League, got relegated straight away, back to the Championship, came back up in 2nd, and they've now been in the Premier League for 2 years. That's why they've come in the position they have, because they've got to the Premier League and been relegated. I think the other team have gone to the Premier League and never left. The other 2 teams. So that's not bad. But they've come third. And their best player is, of course, a regen. He's called Nicolas Vargas. He's not bad, decent physicals, isn't he? Midfielder left. Got awful hair. That's an awful fringe. But regen faces this year are shit. Obviously, showing you who came second makes you know who won. So if you did pick the right winner, congratulations. But we've got Blythe Spartans in second. Managed by Mohamed Diame. And they've got Croft Park still. They still play there, but they have boosted it. So fair play for staying at home. And it's now a 16,500 capacity. Now they were in the championship for a bit, won the championship, and now they've had 1, 2, 3. They're going into their 4th straight season in the Premier League. So well done to Blythe. Fair play. Let's have a look at their best player. And he's in fact a real player. Titus Karipikas. Lithuanian. Is he a wonder kid on the game? Probably is, because he's a real player. He's 32 and he's a cracking goalie. He's a great goalie. So there you go. The winners are Wealdstone, and they're the winner because they won the Premier League. I don't know what their record is. They might have gone up and down, but it don't matter, because to win the race they had to win the Premier League, and they have just won it in 2031 by beating Manchester United. Manchester United have won 5 out of the last 6 freaking titles. Wealdstone. And they've done it by a point. They lost 1 more game than United by losing 4, but they've won 1 more game than Manchester United. I don't think they've got anyone in like the best player charts. They've got a guy in the players of the match, but they haven't got top goal scorer, top player. But they must have a decent squad because they've just won the freaking Premier League. So I didn't think they were going to do well. It shows you, doesn't it? I think the 2 teams that started slower, Blythe and Wealdstone maybe, they paced themselves and went for it at the end. And the 2 teams I thought it would be Billericay and Curzon, I'll be honest with you, came last. Let's have a look at the winners, and they're managed by Casper Schmeichel. Well done, Casper. Fair play to you, kid. So you've won a title as a player, he's now won a title as a manager. I wonder how many people have done that. Be interesting. Let's have a look then. So they won the championship, got to the Premier League. They've never gone, have they? They've built a new stadium, the Gordon Bartlett Stadium, 13,000 capacity. So they're not this huge team. Definitely punching above the weight. But they've won the freaking Premier League. Let's have a look at their best player. And it is a regen, Anthony Molly. Looks okay, doesn't he? Physicals are pretty good. Strikers, decent. Finishing 16. Off the ball, 18. Composure, 15. Not a bad player. Scored 20 goals in 33 games in the Premier League this season. So Wealdstone are the winners. But we're going to have a look at one last thing. And that is their cups. Did they win anything else along the way? So obviously Wealdstone have won the Premier League, Sky Bet, Vanarama National, FA Trophy. So they've not done bad. But has any of the other teams ever won an FA Cup or a League Cup? Or even a Champions League? This is Blythe, so they've won the standard leagues if they've gone up through them. Which is fair enough. I mean, they won the Vanarama North, the National, League 2, League 1 Championship. They've won every league title along the way. Just a shame they didn't complete the set and win the Premier League. Curzon have won a lot less. They won League 1, League 2, the National as well. But no cup competitions. I was hoping somebody might have picked up an FA Cup or a League Cup. And we'll end here on probably the team you thought would win. The team I thought would win, and that's Billericay Town. And yeah, like I said, they've won the standard lower league level trophies. No big trophies for Billericay. You shocked me, Billericay. When we left, I really thought they were going to kick on, you know. And they just went down. Weird, isn't it? But well done to Wealdstone. If you picked Wealdstone, congratulations. I'll be liking your comment. Well, there we go. That is the end of the non-league race to the Premier League. Wealdstone won it. So congratulations to them. But thanks to you for watching. It's just a bit of fun. Silly bit of a football manager video. But I like making them. If this goes down as well as it did last year, I might make some more. If you have any ideas of races you want to see, let me know. Last year we did a Scandinavian. We did Eastern European. So let me know. We can have some fun with it. But thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. Again, make sure you check out my Denton Villa series. I really, really would appreciate that. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. I've been Bood. You've been great. I'll see you next time.